Um, hang on, I got a hair in my eye or something. Ooh, I have no idea. Oh, I bet
We
you
just lowered the price of our mouth-watering
it must have been my
Nausea.
boob that
Then
typed all
froze that
them
price.
zeros.
And because freezing is what we do,
And yeah,
we
I'm
did
gonna
the
let the
same
ad
thing to
play.
over 150 M&M Food Market items. M&M Food Market, frozen for good.
Hey man, what's the best advice you...
Okay, now let's pop out the chat. What the heck? Ads are getting in the way of my chat. It's pissing me off. Hey! Hey, everybody. How's it going? Um, there we go. I didn't have a night at all. I didn't get any sleep. I tried these last night before supper. I took 3 of them. Now, whether it was these or something else, but about an hour after supper, I ended up throwing up. And it could be with the teeth, the way my teeth, the condition my teeth are in. We had pork chops last night, and what I threw up was a chunk of pork chop. I'm sorry for the graphic imagery, but it's because I didn't chew it properly. But I still felt really horrible afterwards. Plus, we didn't pick up my pills, so I was out of lorazepam last night, and I didn't sleep until after 5:20 this morning. And then what they tell you, what people don't know is once you lose sleep after midnight, you cannot get it back. After midnight, you're only getting a third of a charge. Like if you got 2 hours sleep before midnight, but 2 hours sleep after midnight, the 2 hours sleep you get before midnight is like a full 2-hour charge. After midnight, it's like a half-hour charge. So you can never really catch up on your sleep. Hey, you know what? I want to tell you about these kinesiology tapes. They work great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a pair on right now. I got to tell you, I noticed that I was getting up and down out of my chair easier, standing easier, all of those things. But I thought, well, it's okay until I took them off. I went into the bathroom last night to get into my PJs. We all know I sleep naked. But I took the tapes off because they were rolling down on the tops of my knees. I may not have put them on properly, or burnished them or whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. I took them off, got up, stood up off the toilet, and by the halfway to the bedroom, my left knee went, "Oh, what did you do to me? You took my tapes away." So, the last time I looked at my clock before I slept was 5:19 this morning. And I got up at 8 I had a snooze. I got up at 8. I put Gracie out, brought her back in, and then I had a snooze until about 10:30, 11. Some of you will have noticed what time I started posting on Facebook is when I was actually waking up. I literally wake up and post on Facebook and phone Howie so that I don't go back to sleep because I'm really tired. So, hello. How's everybody doing today? So this is your video today. I'm going to do a live reading as well. At some point this afternoon. I'm going to do Christy, I believe it's chapter 9. Hey, launch 1491. We're doing good. Ancestral supplements, brand, women's formula helps me sleep. Well, I am a raging insomniac, and here's the truth. I have been an insomniac my whole life, even as a child. Ask my sister Wendy. I would crawl into the top bunk with her, and she was so patient because she was an insomniac too. So would it be, Wendy, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite memory? What's your favorite Christmas? And she was so patient with me, until we both went to sleep, right? But a child's energy is a whole lot different than a 61-year-old woman's energy, right? Hey, hey, hey. So I'm, you guys may have noticed that I'm slowing right down. And it's because I now have to preserve what's left of my... Oh, I'm thinking of getting a kinesiology tape for my shoulder as well. I'll be held together with ties and hair bands and tape. But I'll be together, right? So I'm going to see if I can put this down a little bit somehow. Maybe I can. And show you how I put these on. What color are we going to wear today, folks? I don't think they have any red. What have we got here? Oh, pink. Blue. Somebody's here for a treat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Black. Yes, Gracie's brought me a toy. Gracie's had one can of dog food, so she can have one of these treats. Apparently, you got to give them to them with food. Do you want this treat, Gracie, or not? Where did she go? Ew. Because it can constipate them. All right, now. Okay, I'm going to show you first. They number 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So we fold along these lines, right? And we fold along these lines like this. And then we pull so that they tear. Like that. But you don't yank them, right? I had a really weird apocalyptic dream last night, too. And it wasn't so much post-apocalyptic as it was... Well, we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay. All right. And whoops. Make sure these are all torn. Okay, so these are all torn. Don't peel them off, or they will get tangled like a spider web. You'll be trying to unfold it and you'll end up throwing them in the garbage. Okay. So, you gotta move, Gracie. Mommy gotta show everybody. Here. What's left of your monkey? There you go. All right, so, this part, the smiley face goes under your knee, like this. And it's this one first. And you do not pull the tape off until you have it in position. Okay? And then you hold it here. And then you start to peel. It's got to go down a little bit lower. And then you start to peel slowly. And move the tape along like this. Boom. Number 1. Okay? Now we got to pull... Did I get the whole thing off? I didn't either. I didn't get the bottom part off. Shoot. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then we grab both of these or you're going to be fighting with the second piece. It's a little clumsy at first, but I'll get better at it as I use them. And then again, across, pulling both tabs and smoothing with your hand. Okay? Get that rubbed right on there like this. Garbage. And then this one goes kind of around and up. I might have done that one wrong. And number 4 is around and up. Oh, and I got that on my clothes. So be really careful, because now I'm going to lose this tape by the end of the day. But you see this? This is what it's supposed to look like. Now, bear with me while I put the other one on, okay? Bear with me while I put the other one on. I've heard of hiatal hernias. They're horrible. They're in your esophagus, aren't they? Or in your diaphragm? Is this your municipal elections, Phoebe? I think ours are soon. Whoops. Come on, you. There we go. You got to make sure that your dotted line is ripped all the way, but not taking off your strip, you see? Now, we flip it over, put the smiley face under the knee. And then we do, all right, let's grab one and both tabs. Uh-oh. No! No, that's not the way you were supposed to go. You were supposed to be ripped. See what I mean? And then so it's not necessarily a really easy thing to do. But once they're on, yeah, I've crinkled these a little bit. And I should trim these because they're long and they get grabbed. My pant legs or shorts or whatever grabs them. Uh-oh. Good enough. Okay? My knee tapes are on. Uh-oh, and this one's rolling. This is... And you know what I'm going to do? Where it rolled down, I'm going to trim it off, or every time I go to the bathroom and I pull down my pants, that edge will catch. So, make sure they're rubbed right down on. All day. If they stay on, I'll sleep with them on. But last night I couldn't sleep with them on because they were falling off. The top crossed ones, the long ones, were rolling down. Yes, would you like the link? If I can find it, I will get it for you. Hang on a second. No, I don't have an Amazon store or whatever the heck it is. All right, let's orders and returns. Okay. View your item. Okay, here we go. Again, it will take some time for you guys to get used to. And now I gotta pop the chat back out. Hang on a second. It'll take some time to get used to putting them on, but this is only day 2. And they have made a huge difference in how I move. Like, for instance, when I'm in my recliner at night watching TV with Howie, like we watch about 2-3 hours TV a night. That's our together time during the week. And I usually cross my feet. It's a habit I've had for years, and I usually cross my feet, and when I lift one, just to lift the foot off the other ankle hurts my knees. It didn't with these on, so leave them on as long as you can. No ibuprofen. Oh yeah, that stuff's really hard on your stomach. No ibuprofen and no high acid foods. Yeah, it's in your esophagus, right? And what a hernia is, it's almost like, oh, never mind. I'm not a doctor, so I can't talk about it. I have one, had it a long time. They're sailed because I had a 10.5-pound baby. Whoa, that must have pushed your stomach way up. Briar was 9 pounds 3, and people thought I was carrying twins or triplets, right? So, lifting heavy parcels and trays of mail. Wow. So yeah. I don't know how to do an Amazon store, or I would. But these, there are 1, 2, 3 more days in this package. They come in different colors. You can buy them in one color. And I bought 2 packages of them. Is this the one I opened yesterday? Yeah, the pink's missing. So, how many days did I say I have in here? 1, 2, 3 more days, and I got 3 in here. So I've got another, but I'm not going to wear them all the time. Like if I'm sitting down at the sewing machine or at the quilt frame, which is coming this week, I won't wear them. I won't wear them unless I get to the point where I just absolutely rely on them to be comfortable. It would be nice if I had an Amazon store, and I've tried to make an Amazon store. I just don't know how. Okay? I'm not all that technically inclined. I'm not all that, online stuff. Like I had somebody emailing me for weeks now going, "You need a merch stashery store." I said, "I can't even do, I'm having a hard time just keeping my dishes done. And you're telling me to add another thing to my thing. No. Oh, we'll do all the work." I said, "Well, you know what? If I don't have to do anything other than post it and make profits, great. But other than that, I don't have another task in me, mentally, emotionally, right?" Hey, Journey. Yeah, but that would mean getting Briar here, right? And Briar is all about, he's online video games. He reads, he plays online. He has a date once every Thursday night. Him and his online buddies get together and play not World of Warcraft, some other thing. But when it comes to, he helped me do YouTube when I first got it. He's the reason I got a YouTube channel, right? Because I wanted to send a video to somebody, but the file was too big. So he showed me. And it wasn't until a couple of months later when someone said, "Thank you for the video," I went, how did this person get my email? Right? I was paranoid, right? Hey, Donna Rishi. In northwestern PA, we're getting rain too. It's been drizzling all night and early this morning. So it's what did Ma Ingalls call it? the equinoctial storm. In other words, if the leaves aren't down now, like we had a lot of wind last night, so that was heralding the rain coming. And the rain takes the last of the leaves down. Honey, you can call me babe. It's not a big deal. I get called, you should hear the things I get called. Dear, honey, babe, Mrs. V, mama, auntie, sis. Whatever you feel your relationship is to me, as long as it's like complimentary, like if you think I'm just a raving lunatic bitch, then don't bother telling me that. Don't say, hey, bitch. If you're going to say, hey, bitch, make it a compliment, right? Hey, Michelle. All right, we got 92 people here. So everybody say hi. I'm going to, I've got to get some medication going on in me. Do I have enough here? Oh my goodness. My desk is a mess. Oh yeah, and I'm still not feeling well. I took 2 Gravol last night, and for anybody in the United States who doesn't know what Gravol is, it is an anti-nauseant, which I take very seldom because it gives me restless legs, right? If I take it more than twice a month, it gives me restless legs. But I took 2 of them last night, and I usually only take 1, and I'm still feeling nauseated, so... Oh yeah, she's all that. So, I've put the tapes on because I have to sweep and vacuum my rug. I still haven't done that. And I got dishes to do. It's spaghetti for supper tonight. Do you know why? Because we now have spaghetti sauce. I finally used up all 4 flats of those spaghetti sauces that Briar and I bought like last year or the year before. Hey, Brenda. Okay, I'm going to say hi to everybody in a minute. As soon as everybody's finished saying hi, I will say hello. Oh, yeah, she's all that. Oh. Yes, it was. It was sent out on October 14th. It was sent out on October 14th. The first list for the USA and the second list for the USA have been sent out. If you did not receive them, please check your spam folder, okay? If you didn't get it, I cannot do it again because the lists are rotated. So if I gave you, I could give you the whole list, but you're the only one going to be sending out those cards. No one's going to be sending them to you because you missed the rotation. Does that make sense? All right. I got to open this curtain here because I need air going through here. Oh, yeah. See? Did you hear me grunt when I stood up? Nope. Makes a huge difference. Oh, I'm sorry, Gracie. We'll pick that up after. So, now, I need some for my shoulder. And, God, I wish it made them for hands. I need some for my shoulder. And if they could make them for my back, I'd be really happy. All right, let's pop out the participants list and say hello to Barefoot Chickens. Amy Nitz, Bess, Brenda Hoffer, Carol Renigler. Did I say it right? Diane Maison, Donna Rishi, Doot, Frida Cassidy, Gypsy Mama, how you doing? Joanne Anderson, Judy Kent, Karen Voller, hello ladies. Kelly, it must be nighttime for you because it's, let's see, now let me think about this. At 4, it must be about supper time for you, eh, Kelly? Kimberly, Lara, now there's a new one, Leyendecker. Did I say that right? Linda Betty Boo Bop, Linda Valcourt, Michelle Jones, hello Journey, Phoebe Long, Robin Rose, Sandra Volomar, Cheryl McIntosh, Sue Hagen, and Terry McKinney. How is everybody doing? Okay, did I get everybody? And Michelle Barnhill. Hello, hello, hello. And Angela M. If I put tape on everything that hurt, I'd look like a mummy. Well, yeah, so would I. But I'll tell you something. I was literally thinking about, they have new exoskeleton power knees now. But my problem would be, I would use them and my knees and the muscles in my legs wouldn't work properly because I would overuse them. So these tapes, although you can leave them on all the time, I'll probably take them off at night and put them on fresh in the morning. Unless they stay in place, I'll sleep with them. It's a soft eye. Karen Renigler, right? Isn't a soft eye? I use that tape to help combat my frowning wrinkles. I frown in my sleep. Really? Well, you know what? I think I've earned all my wrinkles. Like, you look at the thumbnail that I put up there today. That was deliberate to show you that I'm earning every wrinkle I got. Gotta be with Mom. She'll get another one of these when she eats. Hey, Kim! You're beautiful. Well, that's okay, sweetheart. Email me at Bev Wolfie, BEVVOLFIE, all one word, at gmail.com. Give me your mailing address, Michelle, and I will send you a card. Okay? I will put it on my list. I have a list. Where did I put it? I have the Canadian list with a few extra names on it for American friends that I send to. Don't they call that a resting bitch face? Oh, my dad was the original. He was the original. My father was, I gotta tell you, my father was what did one of my brother's friends call him? The originator. The original permanent scowl face. And it terrified most of my friends until they got to know him. Right? Unless my dad was smiling or laughing, he had the most resting grouch face you'd ever want to know. But the sweetest of men, a real gentleman. Howie and I sleep in different rooms now, so I don't know what his face looks like. I just know I'm not kept awake with snoring anymore, and he's not kept awake with me tossing and turning until 5:30 in the morning, right? There are reasons when you get to our age. Not everybody can do it, right? Not everybody can sleep in separate rooms from their partner, but I'll tell you something. When one of them snores and the other one tosses and turns all night, it's really an act of love to sleep in separate rooms. It really is. Because as you age, you lose melatonin, right? You produce less melatonin. I take melatonin every night. And my son said, don't you build up a resistance to that? And I said, no, Briar, I'm just replacing every night what my body has lost, is losing with time. Oh, God, tape my mouth? What if you threw up in your sleep? Don't even go there. 32 yesterday. Yeah, we're into fall and you're into spring, eh? You're heading into summer. Australians literally live on the other side of the world. And unless you're a flat earther, okay? And they make some compelling arguments, but I'm sorry, I don't understand it. But they're literally on the, you guys are literally on the other side of the world. So they will get their Christmas in the height of the hottest time of the year for them, which is Australian summer. It's to prevent sleep apnea, no joke. Well, no. No, I won't do that. I don't have sleep apnea. My brother had sleep apnea. My sister has sleep apnea. But I went to a sleep clinic and I was years ago. And it's been okay since, right? So I'm good. I'm good with that. Yeah, there's a reason why I couldn't live in Australia. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have to live in a 4-climate country. Okay? I've got to have snow. I've got to have spring melt. I've got to have summer and I've got to have winter. I don't know why. I just know that it would just discombobulate me crazy. Right? Because when you're raised, not everybody, but for instance, me, I was raised in a 4-climate country. Okay? And if you haven't noticed, well, I guess you guys don't know, because I used to live in South Central Ontario, where I could start planting my garden in March with root vegetables. Can't do that now, because I just keep moving farther north for winter. You know what I mean? Love the roosters crowing. Neighbors have some, and we hear the cows and coyotes as well, and an owl nesting in the backyard. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, my sister had the machine for that, but she, get over there. She is allergic to latex. A lot of people in my family are allergic to latex. Where did my other piece go? And it's really hard, right, for them. But I just look like you're from outer space. It's just. But if you don't have a power station and you use a sleep apnea machine, you should get one. Four seasons are the best, because I couldn't go and I couldn't live where it gets 35 degrees for weeks on end. This summer just about killed me. So, oh yeah, there's something else. Somebody told me to put this out. Give me a second here, so that I could hang on a second. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this. Oh, Bev. Now you got to restore the chat. F11, everything. Here we go. Here. I have put my little homestead book out again, because a lot of folks said, I forgot I had it. I really forgot that I had this little book. And everyone calls it a cookbook. It's not a cookbook. Yes, it has baking in it. It has meals, but it also has spice recipes, simple canning instructions, and water bath canning and pressure canning, all kinds of stuff. The only thing it doesn't have is animals and gardening, kind of. 2, but happy with 3, with taking winter away. Oh no, I love winter. It's the time I get to really rest, because I don't go out much, right? I have SLE, so for me the sunshine is truly woeful. Give me winter every day. What is SLE, honey? I love winter. Summer, I suffer through summer. I'm waiting, and then, and the canning's happening while the weather's still hot, and it really knocks the crap out of me. But in wintertime is when I rest, just like the trees and all the other things. That's not the book link? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, hang on. You're right. Hang on. Hang on. Copy. Here we go again. Restore F11. Put it in there. And then pop it out. It has dehydrating, canning, spice mixes, basic bread, and then there's like shortbread and pickles and all of the little things. A little bit of everything in that book. Lupus. What is the difference between lupus and Discord lupus? Hey, Kathy, how are you today, darling? Christmas is coming, and if you know anybody who's starting out with homesteading or wants a book on basics of pressure canning, water bath canning, making soap, spice mixes, all of those things, I think, are in that book. Right? So that's what's going on. I'm going to be reading shortly. When I'm done here, I'm going to read the next chapter of Christie. It's 20 to 2 right now. I'm going to say about 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to go and do some dishes and put the sauce in. I put my frozen hamburger and a flat, you know how I roll them out flat, a frozen hamburger in the bottom of my little crock pot, some peppers and celery, some onions, some mushrooms, and then once the meat is browned in the bottom, like I put it on the bottom and then I put all the veggies on top, and then I chop it all up and I put it in a jar of sauce. Like Howie phoned me and said, is there any one particular kind of sauce you want? Like there's herb and basil, there's Parmigiano, and I went, no, just grab a case, because you know me, I dress it however way I want, right? She's from the same town as my dad was. Okay. Anyway, so later this week, there's going to be, I have to sit down and finish sewing on the last row on Mikey's quilt. I'm sewing it on by hand because I don't want to take the whole bloody thing off the quilt frame again. So, and then we'll start quilting Mikey's quilt, and I'm going to be sewing Arthur's quilt and working on stuff like that. Right? So that's what's coming up this week. Really low-key stuff. Sewing and quilting. Okay? Because I got to get those two done for Christmas. Hit that like before you go, folks. Okay. Did everybody get the book link? Because if you're thinking of a book for somebody for Christmas, it's a small but mighty book full of information on living a back-to-basics life, but no gardening or no animals, right? One of these days, I just might make a second copy detailing how detailing how I raised animals too, right? And gardening, right? And all those things. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to go do some dishes, and then I'm going to sweep and vacuum my living room, and then I'm going to sit down and put my feet up. All right? And I'm going to bed early tonight. I am going to try, now this says take 9, but I am assuming that's 3 with each meal. And what I'm going to do with these tonight is, I think the capsules were really, the capsule parts, because they're really hard, thick plastic, or whatever they are. They're a vegetable kind of plastic. So I'm going to take the capsules apart and put them on my food tonight. Mix them into my spaghetti sauce. And if I feel sick again tonight, we'll know. Now, if anybody's who ever taken parasitic purges, has it ever made you feel ill? That's what I need to know. Is your soda expired? What soda? Oh, wait a minute. Why would my bread not rise? Recipe called for baking soda, buttermilk, and all-purpose flour. Could it be the baking soda? That sounds like a soda bread. Yeah, your soda could be expired. That sounds like almost an Irish soda bread, right? Look on the date on the back of the box. If it's expired, and when you put it in your fridge, if you're keeping it in your fridge to keep it, put it in a baggie and Ziploc it shut, because that will absorb odors from your fridge. Okay? So check the date on the box. It may be expired. And I don't think it called for yeast. She's talking buttermilk, baking soda, and flour, which the buttermilk and the baking soda will make it rise. That's why buttermilk pancakes don't need baking powder, because they have you use baking soda. It's a Amish cinnamon bread. I've made it before and it did well. Well, then it's probably your baking soda, darling. Listen, folks, I'm going to go. I have a mountain of dishes to do. I have a carpet to sweep and vacuum, and that's all I got in me today. But I will be in about an hour or a half hour or so. I will be going on my reading channel, and I will be reading the next chapter live of Christy. Okay? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And remember, good thoughts, loving thoughts. Always try and keep your intention positive. And if somebody or something makes you want to react, stop and think before you open your mouth. All right? Saves a lot of grief in the end. I love you. God bless you. Take care. Mwah.